With around 60 Kiwi community groups in New Zealand all doing their bit to look after Kiwi, there are now more than 50,000 hectares of habitat being protected for Kiwi. And here today with me I've got Colin from the Whakaangi Landcare Trust, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what his group does. So Colin, what motivated you to get together with your neighbours and try and do something for Kiwi protection?
Well, when we first came here a while ago, we knew there were a lot of Kiwis here, but also we had a big crease with predator control, and all the landowners were all separately trying to control their own block of land, but we realised that it was just too huge a job, and the only way we had any chance on this huge peninsula was to actually all come together and join a group, which was eventually made into a trust.
These sentiments are being echoed around New Zealand.
We started off with 31 Kiwi, and we don't catch our Kiwi, we just call monitor, and we had 31 in 201 and we had 68 recorded in 205.
What a good result.
So that gave us a real boost.
Arthur's Pass is a pretty small community, and you know, there's only 40 to 50 people here depending on the time of year, but at least half of those people are pretty well involved in the project, get out and check trap lines.
Caring about Kiwi on private or Crown-owned land means communities and agencies have to cooperate and work together. This is because neither Kiwi nor their predators recognise property boundaries. Working together also brings in more willing hands and access to more financial resources. BNZ's Save the Kiwi and its website have information about community groups and how they run. The Trust also provides funding to help get things started and maintain Kiwi recovery programs. When a project is starting up, there are a few simple things to do to help design it and get it up and running. Look at what you are trying to achieve, what you need to do to reach those objectives, and check that they are actually achievable. New Zealand Landcare Trust is an organisation with staff available to help you.
The Landcare Trust is there to help and support landowners, private landowners who are wanting to work to promote sustainable land management. In Northland, a lot of that translates into Kiwi Protection. When you first start your group, it's important to start with some action. People get engaged by action. They don't necessarily get engaged by writing strategic plans. People love knowing what somebody else has done. Groups often find it very hard to value their own contribution, but that's really important. Funders are quite happy to see co-funders. You're getting funding from a range of options, and they really want to see that you're putting in your time and your materials as well.
Inevitably, people involved will have a range of ideas and perspectives.
I mean, I guess one principle I think it's really important for people to understand is if you're talking about working on private land with private landowners, is to get in your head the principle of compromise.
A Kiwi project is a great opportunity to draw on the wide range of skills within your community, from trappers to caterers and communicators.
Keeping people in the loop, letting them know what's going on is absolutely vital. People don't care about what they don't know about.
You'll need people who can talk about the key Kiwi messages to spread the word and be the project's advocates. This project advocate can be supported by the BNZ Save the Kiwi National Mentor for Advocacy. You will also need people who are strategic thinkers who can plan the project. Once people are motivated to take action, they need to have a clear and realistic plan to follow that should include goals, roles, tasks, methods and monitoring. It also needs to identify where you will get the funding you'll need and how you will apply for it.
Tailoring your application is really important. Some funders are happy to fund labour costs, some will only fund materials. The other thing to note is some funders will only fund a legal entity, so you have to form an incorporated society or charitable trust. Once you've got the money, the fund starts. Every funder has reporting requirements. Find out what they are and meet them. You need to develop a good relationship and a good reputation with your funder, and they don't like having to chase you up or not hearing what you're doing with their money.
More information on running Kiwi projects is available on the BNZ Save the Kiwi website. You'll also find links to other information about how to sustain the project, do predator control and plan operations, along with templates of forms for your project.